We are living through some of the most extraordinary times that our generation has ever experienced. We've been at home for our safety and the safety of others in quarantine for more than 9 weeks now. And that's had an impact not only on us physically, it's had an impact on us emotionally, our mental health. And it also has had an extraordinary impact on us financially. Many people have become unemployed. Many people have become furloughed. And other people are in financial dire straits because of the impact to the economy of COVID-19. So what do we do for them? How do we help them? There are those of us who may be able to help financially, and yet others who are limited are unable to do so. So the Torah, I suggest in this week's Parsha, has a recipe for both. The Pasuk tells us that when a person becomes in financial trouble, that we should try to help them by lending them money. But we make sure that we must make sure to do so without charging interest. The Pasuk, which talks about this mitzvah, says at the very end of it, V'chei achicha imach. If we do so in the proper way, then that person who is suffering financially, they'll be able to live with us. What's the Torah alluding to? And so the Alshich explains as follows. He says, a borrower and a lender, they're both hoping and depending on time. But there's a difference between the two. Because the borrower is hoping that time goes very slowly so that he or she can earn the money back in order to pay off their debt. And the lender is hoping that time goes very quickly because then they're able to make more and more interest as quickly as possible. And so the Torah says, don't charge interest, showing that we're really altruistic, that we're really there to care about others. And that way, v'chei achicha imach, the time that we both earn, both in this world and in the next world, our time will be extended, both the lender as well as the borrower. And later on in our parsha, the Torah tells us that when a person becomes impoverished, when a person has a very difficult time, what we need to do is v'hechazakta, is we need to grab on to them. So of course, figuratively, not physically, socially distant. But it means that we need to put a hand on their shoulder. It means that we need to check in on them and see how they're doing. It means that we need to ask them if they need any help. It means that we need to ask them if we can help them find a job or find some other way so that they can make sure that they're able to make ends meet. And even if we're not able to help financially, at least we can be there to help emotionally. At least we can be there to tell them that they are not alone. As many places begin to open in the country, and as difficult as that decision is, we're probably going to see as time goes by even more challenges in the financial area. And the Torah is telling us that we all have a responsibility to each other to be there to care and support in one way or another in order to ensure that people are not alone with whatever challenging times they go through as individuals or we go through as a community. Wishing you a good Shabbos.